All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the free daily. Oh, maybe now I need to do it. Good morning, everyone. I don't know if we're live or we're delayed or what's happening, but I know that right now we're starting the freedailycoaching.com call, and I'm super pumped. I don't even know how I fell asleep last night. My right eye is kind of twitching because I haven't slept that much. If you guys were hanging out the last few days, you probably saw us on an exciting webinar last night. We'll tell you more about that in just a few minutes, but it's Thursday. It's Thursday on Free Daily Coaching, and you know that means that we're going to have some special guests. A special guest today, you'll notice it's a trifecta down below, and that means we have two guests. And I'm super excited to welcome you guys all and to welcome our guests. And the reason is, before I met these two guys down here below, okay, guys, I know. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm going to pull I got to breathe or I'll cry, guys. So I want to tell you guys that before I met these two guys down here, I was struggling online. I was trying to build a home-based business from my office down here, and I had no clue to what I was doing, literally. No idea. I was spinning my wheels. I spent about 8 to 9 hours a day making a video. That's what I did. I made one video per day. It took me about 9 hours, and I mostly kind of screwed around on Facebook, and I wasn't getting any results. And the first thing I noticed about Adam Chandler and Justice Eagan were that these guys were normal guys that were offering help. And they weren't just selling me something. They were really offering me an opportunity, a chance to grow my business and a chance to find out some of the things that they had learned when they built their business. Since I started working with these guys, and I did some really intense work with these guys over a few months, the whole entire picture changed, right? These guys, when you hear from them in just a moment, they'll tell you a whole different story, guys. Their whole perspective is totally different. To me, I just followed some simple directions that they gave me, and all kinds of things happened. I became a top enroller in my company. Now, guys, you'll hear about all kinds of people that have become top enrollers in massive numbers. I became a top enroller in my company in the first 2 months against one of my own mentors. And not against, but I was working with them. I surpassed them, like, quite a bit. Like, I was rocking it, right? Like, I did a lot of things coming out of working with these two guys that I didn't even think were even possible. I didn't even know that someone like you, someone that was brand new, someone that was just hanging out on a morning webinar could hook up with some other guys, some other and gals, but in this case, two guys that would literally show you what they were doing and hand it to you. Okay? The best part, guys, is these guys have become even more incredible mentors to me. They've become friends of mine, and I get emotional because I'm so happy. I'm happy because I was talking to a guy on the phone yesterday that lives here in my hometown that said, "Hey, Bert, I want to connect with you." And I'm like, "Well, hey, bro, connect with me because in a few months we're going tubing with Adam Chandler." I'm already planning.
Did I not get the invite? What? I didn't get the tubing invite?
Well, you're in Jersey, but you can come out, bro. It's just you got to wait another month. It's still cold out here. So, guys,
Bert, we definitely got to get Justice out here at some point in the next few months, right?
Oh, absolutely. He's definitely got to be out here. I mean, there's no reason that there shouldn't be some type of and guys, if you don't know what we're talking about, we're going to come back, and I promise. But there should be like a 50-day mark or something, or like the 60-day point, and then we should have like mini Denver Summit or something, like Denver Fiasco, or I don't know, something. So, guys, I want to introduce you to some good friends of mine, really some great online entrepreneurs in their own right. Both combined. I tried to write an email yesterday, and I was like, is anyone going to believe this? It's like a combined lead total of over 15,000 or 21,000 leads that they've generated. They've sponsored thousands of people. Adam's like a top producer right now in his company, right? They're both on all of the all-time leaderboards inside of the marketing system that we all use. So, good morning, Adam. Good morning, Justice. Thank you so much for coming to Free Daily Coaching.
Morning, Bert. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, super excited, buddy. You know, I love this stuff. There is excitement in the air, right? I mean, I can just feel it growing. It's awesome.
It's super exciting. There's all kinds of, let me just say really quick, I wanted to say a quick shout out to everyone that's here, all the regulars, Robert out in Oceanside, Canadian Karen, Patty, Minnesota Phil, Debbie, good morning to you. I want to say, hey, good morning, Mina. I saw Mina, our friend Mina's here. I want to say good morning, a special welcome to Daryl Van Kirk. You guys go over in the chat and say good morning and welcome to Daryl, brand new member of My Lead System Pro, just joined us, and I know a lot of you guys are already in My Lead System Pro, so go welcome Daryl. Super excited to have him join us, and super excited that Daryl could come on the very first webinar and really get some sweet nuggets. So we always do kind of freestyle interview, and so I want to interview these two guys because about a year and a half ago now, they did a live 100-day challenge, and that's how I met them. And over that 100 days, obviously massive, miracles happened, and clouds were coming down, and angels cried, and things were, it was amazing, right? It was magical what happened. And then what happened was all of these people that had this, it's like they all grew their angel wings and flew out of the 100-day challenge and went and, carried their message and started building businesses. Well, guess what? So did Adam and Justice. Right? That's what they did too. And in that time, they were able to do some amazing coaching courses. They started developing themselves with their mentors, and they're back with another 100-day challenge. And obviously, you guys could tell I'm excited. Why? Hello, it's pretty obvious. Did you see the wings and we were flying out of the challenge? That's what can happen. That's what happens. These guys are like, oh, come over here. We'll just glue the wings on you, and then we'll give you the flight. Like, oh my gosh. Imagine this. You can sit around for 9 months and grow your own wings, or you can go over with these guys. They'll glue a pair on you, and they'll just literally launch you right out of the tree. They won't even talk to you about it. They're just, woo! So, guys, what was it that got you inspired to, revamp it, bring it up a level, and say, hey, because it's a big commitment. What you guys are doing here isn't a little, oh, hey, we're throwing together a couple slideshows. This is some in-depth, real-time training. So what gave you that inspiration?
Well, first of all, it was a vision that I had of people with wings, with Slurpees in their hands, okay, with fish jumping out of trees behind them, okay, flying away, Bert. I need to get on this call every morning because I absolutely love the way you explain things, the way you paint the picture. But it's so true, right? We literally, we literally gave people, we put people in a flight, and Adam and I, we've talked about the experience that came out of that 100-day challenge, and that we didn't, I don't know that we ever anticipated the camaraderie, the level of leadership that would have come out of there, the level of success stories, the level of people that were coming back to us and saying, man, thank you, you changed everything for us, and, what we put together there, it was a wealth of knowledge, it was a plan, for sure, but after doing that and seeing the potential, seeing what it could be, what it could do, we have been chomping at the bit to come up with a better version, to set more people up for success, to really, really come in so laser focused and have this thing so calculated that we could take everything that was great and we could remove everything that wasn't so great, and we could add all the experience that we've had over an 18-month period of time since then, and create something that that I'm sure will surprise us, but there is leaps and bounds, more complete and more comprehensive than what we did before, so that we can sit on here, with hundreds of people, so that we can sit on here with loads of people who say, man, this is where I was, and this is where I am now, and I want to thank guys like Adam and Justice and Bert and Patricia and Markel and Brian and all these people that have had these unbelievable results, You know, I mean, that's why we do what we do, and it would be, I mean, we'd be crazy not to do another one. And again, I'm already surprised at the level of excitement that other people have and that I have. I mean, how excited I'm getting to go in and do this thing. Like, I mean, I haven't been sleeping that much, and I can only imagine what the next, 100 days are going to look like.
Right. And then, one big difference of this one is the workshops. So like previous 100-day challenges, it's just me and Justice that are, teaching you on all these different topics. But this time we decided to, have workshops outside of the weekly coaching calls so that we could bring in other experts that are masters at their specific topic, that have specialized knowledge in specific areas of marketing, like, blogging, recruiting, paid advertising, things like that. And then so that we can have the weekly calls freed up to be actual coaching calls, not where we're not going to be quite as like topic specific, but it's going to be more. Well, I mean, there's definitely going to be topic specific, but it's going to be a lot more, coaching style, where we're going to weave in, how to be as effective as possible with your time. Mindset, will be weaved into all of the actual coaching calls as we move through the 14 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, we get to be progress specific.
Yeah, exactly.
Growth specific. We get to take you. We laid out 5 steps that everybody's got to go through to get where they want to get in their business. And people have a tendency to skip steps or try and move them around or try and go in the wrong order. And see, the thing is when in the past we would take a week and we would spend time on a marketing topic, okay, and that's great. It was great. I'm not knocking anything that was in the original 100-day challenge, but what we realized is why not get the experts in to teach what they're great at, and Adam and I can teach you how to apply it, how to move your business forward, how to keep growing. And get through those 5 steps, and that's what's going to make this thing so special.
Well, I think what I saw, and you guys asked me a question last night on the webinar, and I was like, wow, I didn't really think of it until later. I wanted to mention 2 things. One was, it's almost like, every time, just like the first time, guys, everyone right now, like you guys announced, I'm going off topic here, about how like this is going to be the last time it's at this price point. Like the very first original people that did the 100-day challenge, it was tied to this annual mastery, right? Then you guys did like a second version that was recorded, right? Like that they could go through that first version, but that wasn't tied to it, so that was even at a different price point. Now they're getting this one. Whoever gets, when you go and get this 100-day challenge now, it's like they get double bonus. Because right now, if they still wait, they're getting the live challenge right now, plus they get the 4 bonus modules if they, go within the next, whatever it is, like 12 hours or something. You have till like tonight or something ridiculous, tomorrow morning, right? But really what you guys did is made it like a double, you guys like double because now you're doing the weekly coaching, but you're doing the add-on. It's not like all part of it. It's like, oh, we're doing this workshop where we're bringing in these trainers and we're having our regular coaching session. So no offense, but come on. Like, imagine what it was like a year and a half ago. We had to pay 3 times this much, and now you guys are paying a third and getting like 4 times the value. Right. I don't know how that works. You get a third of the cost and 4 times the value, but it's pretty amazing. As I'm watching you guys like go through it, I'm like, oh my gosh, right? So that was the first thing. The second thing is this: if you're watching right now and you heard Justice talk about they've identified these 5 reasons, guys. Just like I did the other day. Hello, Justice and Adam just gave us massive value. Why? Well, because they gave us content last night. I don't know what everyone else was doing, but I was actually writing the 5 steps. I still have my original. Check it. It's like faded now. This is my original MLSP money book, and it's full of money stuff, right? Like this is gold. And right there, what am I writing about today? The 5 steps to build your business. Come on, I didn't have to make anything up. Like, they did all the work for me. Thank you for gluing the wings on so I don't have to write a blog today. They did it for me last night, right? I mean, come on, that's so amazing. Thank you guys for writing a blog for me. Appreciate it. Okay, so obviously you had some, not just you, but the people, like you mentioned, Brian McDaniel, Patricia, myself, Markel, Lisa Thompson, right? All of these people that, and that's it, Mina, like there's so many people that can say, yes, I did the 100-day challenge. Yes, I've had experience. So that motivated you to go even further. So now that it's happening, you made the launch last night. Last night was the launch. There's a few bonuses that are out there just for, I guess, the rest of today, and maybe a few more hours. Now that it's happening, now that it's going, there's a date, it's set. What does that look like for you guys? I think everyone over here on the chat, they think like, oh my gosh, you know, it's Adam and Justice, right? I remember the first time, like, oh my gosh, I'm on the phone with Justice Eagan, I can't believe it, right? And you'll feel that. Like, I remember what that felt like. So how does it feel now, guys, to know that you, like, and really knowing that you have that type of it's a powerful effect that you can have on people's lives. How does it feel right now to you guys? Describe that, woo, knowing that there's a group of people, even today on the chat, last night, that are like, they're trying to like claw through their computer to get to you. They're like, how do I get to Justice's house? I know Adam lives somewhere in Arapahoe County. I'm going to find him, right? They're looking. How does that feel right now? Like, how excited are you guys about what you're about to unlaunch?
I mean, it feels really good. I mean, like we've said, you know, when, you know, the closer we get to, you know, to doing it, the more real it gets and the more intense it gets. But I mean, to be honest, it's a very rewarding type of feeling. You know, it's you know, it kind of gives you those kind of warm fuzzy feelings inside that, you know, that there are people that are, you know, that are seeing enough value in you and what you've done and what you've put together. You know, that they're willing to take action. I mean, I was thinking about it last night after the webinar. I'm like looking at all the, you know, the notifications on my cell phone. I'm like that's it. Like that's how you get people to take action. I mean, it feels good to inspire people into action. And it is a skill that if you can learn that skill, you'll never have to worry about money again for the rest of your life.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny you say that, Adam, because a lot of people have a difficult thing for them to overcome, right? A lot of people have money acceptance issues. A lot of people have trouble, you know, making a sale and doing these things. Here's what, you know, and I had challenges with that when I got started, but I know, okay, and this is what makes it so exciting, is I know that a lot of times what's standing in between people and what they want, the life they want, the success they want, are what feel like tough decisions. You know, and I said last night, they're really not decisions at all, right? The decision you need to make, the decision your family deserves, the decision you deserve, is the decision that favors and gives you the best chance possible to have the life you deserve and what you want, right? And you know, you talk about to be able to get people to take action. It's not the gratification isn't from getting people, you know, to take actions that they buy something necessarily. What's so awesome is that we know that we're pushing people into a decision that they fundamentally need. They need to make. Do you know what I mean? When you can get someone off the fence on something great, something powerful, something that can serve them, you're doing them and anybody who they get the opportunity to touch with the information you share with them an incredible service. You know, people that we don't even know yet are being done a service by, you know, us, you know, inspiring people and getting them off the fence, guys, because those are the decisions necessary to make, you know, if you want change.
We had one guy on the webinar last night. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but his name was AJ. And kind of earlier on in the webinar, he was being a little like after we had said, you know, here's what we're doing, you know, here's how much it cost. He had said, like he was asking some questions that were, you know, that kind of screamed that he was kind of on the other side of the fence, right? And he was saying, like, I think one time he was like, you know, how many people who do this, you know, are still unsuccessful? Like those were the types of questions that he was asking. And about an hour and a half later, he was in. And he bought and he announced it in the chat, and he said, I'm super excited to do that. So like, I mean, we took that person, you know, just from hearing our stories and just from hearing, you know, from people like Bert and the results that he got, and, you know, our other panels, and, you know, from you know, some of the things that we were saying about, you know, what it takes to be an entrepreneur and the power of making a decision and committing to your business. And, you know, I think like he got it. Like light bulbs were going off in his head, like that made him make that decision, right?
Yeah. And here's the thing, guys. You know, it's an interesting question. How many people come out that are, you know, still unsuccessful, or how many people are successful? It's up to them. I mean, we can't even put a number on it. You know, but here's what's so important, and that is that the fact that a person moved from way on one side of the fence, up to sitting on the fence, to finally diving in and going to the other side of the fence, means that he now has every opportunity to follow a plan. And just like Bert did, just like Patricia did, just like Markel did, and so many other people. So that plan, that opportunity, that guidance wasn't available on the opposite side of the fence. All the questions in the world couldn't make it available. Okay, all the thinking, all the anxiety, all the hang-ups, all that stuff couldn't make what we're going to share in a 100-day period of time available. It's only available in one place. And, you know, we moved him from a place where he wasn't going to have the opportunity that so many people are going to have, to a place where now he has every piece of information he's going to need, and the only ingredient now is his action and his execution.
Right. Yeah, exactly, because, I mean, the reality is that people do these challenges and they don't show up to the webinars. And then a lot of other people, I mean, they show up to the webinars, but and they think like, oh, that's nice, like, well, that's a really good idea, Justice. You know, I should really do that in my business someday. You know, and they don't take any action, and that's, I mean, and you're not going to get results if you do that. But the people that do get I mean, your results are going to be up to two things. Is going to be how hungry you are, how badly you want it. You know, has the pain of not getting results finally gotten great enough to where you're ready to take some action. So your hunger level, how bad you want it, and your ability to follow the plan. Like we said last night, Bert crushed it in the last challenge because he was very good at following instruction and executing what he was learning. And most people don't do that because of fear of the unknown, fear of success, fear of failure.
Yeah, you know, I had an unbelievable conversation this morning. Somebody reached out to me and said, "Listen, can we talk?" You know, I was on last night's webinar. This is somebody who was actually a recent member, MLSP teammate of mine, who parked their account pretty quickly. Do you know what I mean? And you know, they came in, they parked their account right away, and I got a message yesterday when we were getting ready for the webinar, and I was able to touch base with this person this morning. Now, this person gave up a six-figure job, you know, to pursue the life they wanted, to pursue more time with their family, all those different things. But there was so much corporate conditioning in our conversation. You know, there was so much, well, just help me understand, you know, if this is my background and this is what I know and this is what I've done in my life, like the resume, right? Like, okay, if you have this resume, you're ready to be here. You know, like we can give you this, you know, vote of approval. It'll take you this long, you know, that kind of thing. And there was all that in the conversation. And, you know, we got down to it, and the reality is that, and Adam, you and I are dealing with this with some of our high-level coaching clients. You know, some people are so used to, if A, B, and C, then D. You know, if this, and this, then I get this. And so many people sit on the fence or sit on one side or dip their toe in home business because they never get that feeling in independent entrepreneurship, right? There's always that jump and hope the parachute opens. There's always that wild card, that variable. Everybody's journey is totally different. And that anxiety of moving out into the unknown, you know, of getting out of a place where it's like, if this, then this, you get this. That is what holds so many home business owners back, and that's what causes so many people to jump back into a world of comfort. When we had our conversation today, what I explained to her is this, is I can't take all of that. We can't take all of that out of independent entrepreneurship. Right. There's no way, okay? You have to dive in. There is unknown. Everybody's journey is different, and their timelines are different. But there, as far as I've seen in my 3 years in the marketplace, and Adam, you've been you know, in the game for 6 years now almost. From what I've seen, there is not a training or coaching program, okay, that meets the needs of the person that's looking for the plan, that's looking for the if this, then this, then this, then this. There's nothing that can come more close to providing that in the independent world of online entrepreneurship here than this 100-day challenge. Can we take the you know, the fundamental stuff, the leap of faith, the need for belief, you know, the anxiety, the fear, the unknown out of it? We cannot. No. But there's nothing that comes closer to giving you the plan and teaching you in the way you're used to being taught and guiding you in the way you're used to being guided than what we have here. And that's why it creates the success stories it does.
I mean, that's it. That both of what you guys both touched on is that's it. And I like it when I get to hear it from you guys, and because the reality is sometimes it's like so simple. You're like, when you try to tell someone, they're like, really? And they're like, well, what about this and this? And you're like, none of that. It's like, just stop. There is not, check this out. There's nothing to figure out, guys. Adam and Justice already figured it out. Listen, Adam showed a screenshot on a page last night of like 169 grand or something, okay? I don't know about you guys, but I could use an extra 169 grand in my bank account, okay? I'm just saying. I will do good stuff for paying off the Prius and the house. You know what I'm saying? If you got a Visa bill or a MasterCard or an Amex or some dude that called you last week that was like, yo, send me the cash, 169 grand will probably help you, right? Like, hello. If someone's making 169 grand, they figured out something, okay? I don't know if it's the best way. I don't know if it's the only way. I know one thing. It's a way to get to where you want to go. So if that's a way, how about this? Just try that way, right? Like, if you want to make some extra money, if you want to build your business and there's a road, whoop, there's already a path through the forest, leave your machete in the holster thingamajigger that it slides into and just walk through the forest that's already cut out. You don't have to be hacking and chopping and doing all that work. You can just cruise right through the forest. It's already done for you, right? Like, listen, when I want to start doing videos, guys, I didn't just one day like go grab like a $700 camera and just be like, hi, I'm Bert. I'm making videos now. Let's rock this. I was scared and I had no idea what I was doing. So what did I do? I went and followed guys like Justice, right? Because everywhere you look, like there's Justice with a whiteboard. Like, huh? You're like, damn it, that guy's everywhere, right? So it was like there was already a path done. When I started to make videos, I didn't know what I was supposed to make videos about. Adam told me what to make videos about. Hey, bro, you can make a how-to video. Hey, bro, you can make a lifestyle video. Hey, bro. Oh, I sent a link and I had copied, so I'm just gonna mute her so she can be on here. And she was trying to come over. I just muted you, so she's like, hey, I want to come to the webinar, and I accidentally sent her the hangout. Hey guys, when you come to free daily coaching, you don't know, you might be a panelist on your very first experience. Sometimes we bring you right out and we're like, welcome to the Thunderdome, right? Sometimes that's how it is, guys. You come over to free daily coaching, you don't know what happens. Now, imagine this. You can now have a story this morning. I was just on a hangout with Adam and Justice, right next to him on the panel. How fun is that story? They have no idea. Just take a screenshot really quick, right? Let's do it. Guys, this is how you work it. We're going to do a little, ready? Everyone smile. Oh, we didn't get you. Adam was off of the screen. It's just his picture.
You got to come back.
So anyways, super excited. I got a little sidetracked there when our guest came in, right? The bottom line is this, guys. If there's already a path to success, right, and you hear that all the time, success leaves clues, and these guys are literally dropping the breadcrumbs, it's like a no-brainer, right? I'm just walking along, and I'm just trying to get a new backpack, guys, right? Get a bigger backpack. If your backpack is full, get a bigger backpack, because you could literally, imagine this, you could literally just keep following these guys around, collecting the nuggets until you get that momentum, right? Until you get to that spot where you're starting to like run next to them, and all of a sudden you're like, hey, what's up, man? I'm running right next to you. The other day, guys, I don't even know how this happened, but by some freak of nature, I got interviewed by Justice. I don't even know how that happened. Okay,
dude, you won the you beat us in the Live the Dream contest last year.
Right? That was pretty good. That's how good you taught me. You guys taught me so well that I was like, let's do it. And this is the funniest part, you guys. I know Justice always tells this story about my original marketing plan. Everyone's like, I'm doing videos, I'm doing blogging. I'm like, I'm going to get on a webinar. Not even I'm going to host one or I'm going to create my own stuff. I'm just going to get onto someone else's webinar. That was my whole plan. So if you thought that was a, like that's a goofy idea, right? Like, is that really a marketing strategy?
I mean, you know, had Shay just essentially by accident almost executed your entire marketing strategy that you came out with. You were like, I'm just going to get on the other side, right? I'm going to go, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but here's my plan. One day I'm not going to be over here. I'm just going to be on the other side on video. And, you know, Shay, there is a little more to it, and we're going to teach that stuff, but you know.
So are we gonna say hi? Is she gonna be on? Or is she just gonna be on mute the whole time?
No, we can unmute her. Yeah. You have to unmute yourself though, Shay, and you can say hi.
Here's what I want to say that Bert said that is so, and it's part of what we talked about last night. He was kind of joking, but he's like, hey, Shay, you know, you ended up out here on the webinar. Now take a screenshot and go out there and say, hey, I'm on the webinar. And we talked last night about small victories in building authority. And Bert, you really embraced this, and it's so much a part of getting from that step 2 to step 3 area, okay? And for those of you who haven't seen the 5 steps, you know, Bert will send them out to you. They're actually going to be available. But you know, when we get a very small result, when we get something that is a progress in our business, a lot of people don't see it. They don't see personally the progress they just made. They don't see the small victory they just had because they're comparing themselves to the, you know, to the people that are out there that are crushing it, and they're getting wrapped up in maybe their struggles, their hurdles, their frustrations, and they're missing something that just happened. And what just happened was a little win, right? And what we're going to teach you how to do, and in the 100-Day Challenge, what's so great is that there are assignments, okay? And it is set up to force you into a little win. If you just execute the first couple weeks and do the assignments, there will be a win there. You may not see it, but what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to see it. We're going to open your eyes to the win that you just had, and then we're going to say, okay, now you had this win. Forget the fact that you spent 3 months trying to set up your blog. Forget the fact that, you know, you went through this course and you went through that or did this and this was frustrating and that was frustrating. Forget all that. Open your eyes. Here's your win. Now here's what you do. Here's how you write a little story about your win. Here's how you position your win. Here's what you do because people are watching. And we push you into the next step. Can we take you out of the world of frustration where your eyes are shut to the small victories you're having, and we get you that win, and we push you out there, okay? And all of a sudden, you will understand how all this works. It will become very clear to you that online our goal is to build an audience of people. Okay, our goal, we're building a digital warm market, guys. You know, and people want to celebrate our victories with us. And they want to learn how we got those small victories, and they want to learn how to identify their own small victories. And that's what we're going to show you how to do. So that's
yeah, Bert, do you have like a link to
Absolutely. I'm going to throw it in the chat, and I'm going to send everyone there.
So let's hear from Shay real fast.
Yeah. Let's. I'll put this in the.
You have to unmute yourself if you want to talk.
Yeah, Shay. Up at the top,
little microphone on your side.
Up at the top, there's the little microphone, and oh, there you go.
Oh, hi, everybody. This is a big surprise to me. I was just asking Bert for a link to the Hangout and accidentally got in this webinar. Probably a good thing I muted. My kids are here. I've got a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old, so they're kind of noisy.
Let them make some noise. People love that stuff, Shay. It makes you real. People want to connect with real people online.
Shay, I just want everyone to know that I'm now going to have to PayPal Shay an invoice for my massive exposure formula. And I haven't, Shay, you're the first product buyer. I haven't even created it yet, and you already bought it and used it successfully. So thank you for the first testimonial. It's the pre-launch, and she's already using it.
Well, it's just that good.
Shay, you're doing the 100-Day Biz Builder Challenge. Awesome. So you came to the webinar last night, and saw you saw the whole breakdown of the 5 steps. So just from someone that's just relatively new and just saw this, what were your initial impressions?
I really liked the breakdown. I liked that it started, at the beginning, just pretty basic at the beginning, talking about building a solid business foundation. And then learning about other marketing and gaining authority and everything. I've been trying to get my business, going at a good pace and kind of getting online a little bit. And there's just so much out there. It's really confusing. And then I found MLSP, and you guys started this challenge right after that. So I'm really excited to get some good training from people that I know produce good coaching and good results.
Awesome.
That timing sounds familiar, doesn't it, Bert?
Yeah. It sounds like it's just spot on. And, that's what I want people to really realize. If you're in that place where you're like, man, I know that I could do this, right? I know that if I had that little, extra, just that little, if someone would just, this is how I felt. I was like, if someone would just point me in the right direction, I'm already, running in place. Just woof, just show me which way to go, because I keep on running into the wall, because I don't, it's when you see, a bird on the commercial and they, fly into the slider. I kept on flying into the glass slider, okay, let's do it. And I was just waiting for someone to open the slider or turn me around and be like, dude, fly that way, bro.
No, go that way, stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, dum-dum, stop flying into the window. My face is all red and all smashed up, and I'm like, I don't think it's working, man. I'm stop running into the wall, bro. Make a 90-degree turn and just start running that way. Oh my gosh, really? It was that simple? Literally, imagine if you were standing, here's you, and you keep bam, 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 and then they're just turn a little bit. Really? That simple? And yes, it's that simple. Now, is there some complexity to building a business? Yeah, absolutely, right? It's a business. Is there things that you have to learn? Absolutely. That's why these guys break it down into 5 steps. So, guys, I want to say thank you both for coming out and sharing about the 100-Day Challenge, about what you guys are doing. I know there's a lot of people like myself, like Shay, like Phil, like Mina, Kevin and Pauline, who else is over there that I already saw? Phil, that's on the challenge, Evan, Who else is over there? Like John, I know, is doing the challenge, right? Like, just like them. Now I lost my train of thought because I was saying so many people's names. Just like all those people have committed to doing this challenge, there's so many opportunities about to happen. Literally, can you imagine what it's like when you're spinning your wheels and struggling, and it's like all of a sudden, like you're hitting that glass slider, and all of a sudden they open the door, and you're like, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this. Thank you so much, guys, for coming out and sharing. You know, it's almost every time I talk to Justice. If you don't know, guys, let me just say this. I get to hang out with Adam because he lives like an hour from me, so like literally I could just drive up there. Like I could just get in my car and show up at his house and be like, hey, buddy, I'm here. I mean, he might not be home, but I could do it, right? Justice lives on the other side of the country, so it's not like I get to see him every single day. So it's almost every single time when I talk to Justice, I almost always, it's like inevitable, like I feel like I'm gonna cry because Justice was like that first like famous guy that I ever talked to, and I was like, I can't believe this guy just told me what to do. That's crazy. Like he just straight up told me, he's like, oh yeah, dude, I totally do videos. I've seen some of your stuff. You should keep doing videos. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. That was like free coaching. And that's what this 100 days does, right? It immerses you into these guys' world where they get to show you exactly how they're thinking, exactly how they made decisions. In addition to that, they're bringing in other top performers, other mentors of theirs, right? Like people that they've worked with, people that they've gotten value from, and sharing it all. And that's it. Guys, these guys are the epitome of how you can start to learn about attraction marketing. How do you become attractive? By sharing what you actually learn and stop doing mumbo jumbo, hocus pocus, matrix flipping stuff, right? Just show them how to do it. And that's what these guys will do. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I'm so pumped. Like I'm ready. I'm sweating. I don't even usually sweat. I'm sweating.
And then we'll see you in about 12 hours too, right?
Yep. And absolutely. So I'm gonna shoot you guys over a link right now. Let me grab it in the chat. This, guys, is for tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern. If you guys want to get some sales, if you're on the fence still right now, by now you should know, jump off the fence and come over to the challenge. Come with us. Come run with us, right? You have a chance to run through the field right now. There's fish jumping out of trees. Unicorns are flying by, and your time is right now to be a part of that, right? This is your time to be a part of that. So if you're on the fence, jump off the fence and come with us. And hey, if you want to make some sales, if you want to cover your costs, check this out. We already have it set up. There's another webinar tonight. I just put the link in the chat. You can private message me. You can email me. I'll give you more links. Guys, tonight, Justice is going to be gracious enough to go over the 5 steps. We're going to do a webinar tonight where you're going to have another opportunity. If you don't take the opportunity right now, that's what you want to do, right? Is jump off the fence if you're not in and come with us. And then bring more people tonight. Promote this webinar tonight and bring your friends. Bring these people that need the solutions to build their business. Help them and help yourself. You get to help yourself financially. You get to help yourself by knowing that you're helping another business owner. You get to help the whole entire group of the rest of us that are challenging by bringing more people into the mix. That's giving more of us, all of us that are doing the challenge, that's giving all of us more resources, more people to network with, more people to continue building with massive momentum. Imagine this. Imagine having 27,000 other people that you could tap into and get ideas from. Yeah, it's powerful when you can go and not just talk to Adam, but when Adam gives you an idea that sparks something, and then you can go and implement it, and all these people see it, that's powerful. Why? Because they see it, they do something with it, now you see what they did with it, and it sparks another idea. Then Justice saw it and goes, oh my gosh, what about if we did this? Then pretty soon you're making snowmen out of feathers in your backyard and you don't even know what you're doing. You're like, how does this have to do with business? I don't know. But if you can make a feather snowman in the middle of summer, you could probably do a 100-day Biz Builder Challenge.
Quick, send that copy to Brian Finale. We need that. On something in an email. If you can make
if you can make a feather snowman you can do a 100-day biz builder. Guys, listen, that's the bottom line. The reality is this. If a goofy guy like me, Adam wrote some copy and said it. If a Mr. Potato Head looking goofy guy like me could jump on his computer one day, follow some simple directions, and literally create a home-based business and a lifestyle where I don't have to go back to work, you can do it too. Absolutely 100% you can do it. I just got Justice just participated, if Adam does it too, is participating in a little strategy on these Google Hangouts that I believe is a help booster and adds to your Google Plus content. When you take these pictures, just as a side note for guys, it actually like links it back to that Google Plus thing and puts them into your albums, and they're connected to this Google Plus post. It adds like little boosting in your ratings. So we'll go over that later, guys. If you want to know more about that, do the 100-day challenge and come find out what everyone's doing and what the excitement's about. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in just a few hours. Last words from Adam and Justice?
Go ahead, Justice.
I was gonna say, I mean, we'll see you tonight. You know,
yeah, really. Yeah, seriously.
We're getting excited, and we're just gonna keep the train. We're gonna keep the train rolling here.
Yeah, I mean, I've certainly got something that I think would be a great way to leave you. But why don't we just save it for tonight?
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Shay, for coming out and getting some massive exposure on before the challenge even started. She's coming out and hitting it with big guns, heavy hitter.
Great job, Shay. That's awesome.
Watch out for Shay. She's obviously a heavy hitter. She's bringing the big guns. So, guys, we'll see you guys tonight. For those of you that want any information, go to the link that we send you to. If you have any questions, reach out to myself. If you're working with Adam or Justice, obviously reach out to them. If you know Shay and she brought you here, go and talk to her, or anyone that brought you here to the free daily coaching. Go find out how you can participate and how you can be a part of this next 100 days live business builder challenge.
See ya.
Peace.